Good morning, students. Today we are going to solve a few more example problems. Already we completed 4 example problems in application of differential calculus. Now fifth problem. A particle moves along horizontal line such that its position at any time is given by s of t equal t cube minus 60 square plus 90 plus 1. So this is the relation between displacement and time. So where s is measured in the meters and t is in seconds. Okay, first question. See, at what time the particle is at rest? You have to find the time when particle at rest. At rest means velocity will be 0. By taking velocity equal 0, we can find the time. Now second question. At what time the particle changes the direction? At what time particle changes? When particle changes the direction, then velocity will be changes. Velocity changes its sign. By knowing the changing in sign of velocity, we can say that particle changes the direction. Now third question. Find the total distance travelled by the particle in the first 2 seconds. From 0 to 2 seconds. In first 2 seconds, first second and second second. So in 2 seconds, how much distance it will travelled by the particle we have to find. Okay. Now I am going to find these 3 problems. So given relation between displacement time is there, what that is s of t equal to. So I will write. I am going to solve this solution. Given, what is given? S of t. S of t equal to t cube minus 60 square plus 90 plus 1. Okay. So this is displacement. By differentiating it, you will get velocity. So I am differentiating it, ds by dt. It will give velocity. Velocity is denoted by v of t. ds by dt, 3t square minus 12t plus 9. Right? Velocity v of t equal to, I am splitting it into factors. 3t square, 12t, how we can write 3t minus 90 plus 9. Okay. By taking 3t common, here you will get t minus 1, and by taking 9 common, t minus 1. So factors are 3t minus 9 into t minus 1. Here from this factor I am taking 3 common, 3 into t minus 3, t minus 1. So I splitted the quadratic expression in t into factors. Okay. So we got v of t equal to 3 into t minus 3, t minus 1. Now I am taking velocity equal 0. Why? Because what is the first question? We have to find the time when particle is at rest. Right? First one, solution. If particle is at rest, particle is at rest when v of t equal to 0. When v of t is equal to 0. Right? When v of t equal to 0. Now v of t, what is v of t? 3 into t minus 3, t minus 1 is equal to 0. By taking the factors, we will get the roots of t 3 comma 1. So in first second and in third second, particle will be at rest. So time 3 seconds and first second. At 3 seconds, particle will be at rest, and at first second, particle will be at rest. Okay. Now second question. What is second question? The particle changes when the particle changes the direction. Second question. You have to find when the particle is changes the direction. Right? Second question solution. Particle changes its direction. When particle changes its direction, then velocity changes its sign. Right? Particle changes its direction. when velocity changes in sign, right? So velocity is expressed in terms of t. I'm taking this factor, so I'm checking the sign of v of t. If time in between 0 to 1, if in this interval 0 to 1, if time lies in between 0 to 1, I'm checking the sign of v of t. If t is lies between 0 and 1, then t minus 3, then t minus 3, is it positive or negative? T is less than 1, so less than 1 means it is, see here, this is less than 1 quantity, t value less than 1, and minus 3 is, so by subtraction take any quantity which is less than 1 and subtract 3 from that, you will get negative. So this will be negative, and this factor t minus 1, and this is less quantity, less than 1 quantity, and this is minus 1, again it will be negative. Both are negative, negative into negative, so velocity will be positive. 3 positive, this is negative into negative, positive, so velocity will be positive in this interval. If t lies between 1 and 3, I'm checking in 1 and 3, right, in this interval. Then see, t minus 3 factor, is it positive or negative? T value less than 3 means this is minus 3 and this is less than 3, it will be negative, comma. Now I'm checking this factor t minus 1, t value greater than 1, so this will be positive. This factor is negative, this factor is positive, negative into positive, negative, so v of t is less than 0, so that implies v of t here less than 0, right? So at 1 less than 1, velocity is positive. When t greater than 1, so velocity negative. So here velocity changes its sign from at 1, at t equal to 1, at less than 1 positive, greater than 1 negative. So we can conclude that at t equal to first to second, velocity changes its direction. So at t equal to 1, particle changes its direction. Okay, velocity changes its sign. So we can conclude that at time t equal to 1, particle changes its direction. Again, I am checking if t is greater than 3, at greater than 3, less than 3 or greater than 3, then factors will be t minus 3 positive, t minus 1 also positive, both are positive, so we can write that implies v of t is positive, both are positive, this factor positive, automatically v of t is positive. So here we have v of t is less than 0, and here we got v of t greater than 0. That means when t less than 3, velocity negative, when t greater than 3, velocity positive. So velocity changes its direction at 3. So in 3 seconds also particle changes its direction. Okay, now we can conclude that particle changes its direction at t equal to 1 second and t equal to 3 seconds. At first second it will changes its direction, at third second also it will changes its direction. Now we have to find the third question. What is third question? We have to find the distance traveled by the particle in first to 2 seconds. So distance traveled by the particle in first 2 seconds. Is given by modulus of s of 0 minus s of 1 plus s of 1 minus s of. Why? Because at one particle changes its direction. Particle changes its direction. So that's why I am using this formula. Already I explained yesterday. S of z, when particle changes its direction at some point c, then we have to find in this way. S of 0 minus s of 1. So 0 first 2 seconds. No? So up to 2 seconds. S of 0 minus s of 1, s of 1 minus s of 2 by adding this. S of 0, substituting 0 here, t, so you will get 1 minus substituting 1 plus 1, 2 plus 9, 11 minus 6, 11 minus 6 will be 5 plus s of 1 again 5, s of 2, what is the value s of 2? 8 minus 4 6 are 24, 18 plus 1, 8 plus 18, 26, 27 minus 24, 3. So 1 minus 5, 4, positive 4, 5 minus 3, 2. So 6 meters. So particle travels 6 meters in first 2 seconds. Okay. Now next example problem. Example 6. If we blow air into a balloon of spherical shape at the rate 1000 centimeter cube per second. So we are blowing the air into a balloon which is in spherical shape. Balloon is in the shape of a sphere. So we are blowing the air into the balloon at the rate of 1000 centimeter cube per second. Right? So which is changes in value with respect to time. So this is dV by dt. This is dV by dt. Changing in the value with respect to time. Right? Centimeter cube, 1000 centimeter cube is dV by dt. At what rate the radius of the balloon changes? At what rate the radius of the balloon changes means at what rate changes in radius of the sphere. Changes in radius of the sphere with respect to time. So we have to find dr by dt. At what rate of changes in the radius of the balloon means we have to find dr by dt. When the radius is 7 centimeters. So radius is given r equals 7 centimeters. Also compute the rate of change in surface area of the sphere. Also we have to find the surface area, change in surface area. If surface area is, we know that surface area 4 pi r square. So if you denote it by s, you have to find ds by dt. Rate of change in surface area with respect to time. Okay. So we are going to find dr by dt as well as ds by dt. What is given? dv by dt is given because it is rate of change in value. How we can conclude it is volume or not? Centimeter cube. So volume per second. So dV by dt. And R is also given. We are going to find dr by dt as well as ds by dt. Okay. Right. So I am writing the given information. Given solution. Given dV by dt is 1000 centimeter cube per second. Per second. Okay. And R is equal to 7 centimeters. Right? So balloon is in the shape of sphere. So we know that volume of balloon. What is the formula? V equal to 4 by 3 pi r square. V equal to 4 by 3 pi r square. Right? Sorry. V equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Not pi r square. 4 pi r square is surface area. So volume is V equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Right, we have given dV by dt and r. We are going to find rate of change in radius. So I am differentiating it with respect to time. Differentiate it with respect to time. Differentiate with respect to t. on both sides. So you will get here dv by dt, 4 by 3 constant, pi constant, r cube. R is variable, v is also variable. Why? Because volume is changes when radius is changes. So both are variables and the remaining all are constants. So r cube with respect to t, differentiation. So 3r square, again r derivative dr by dt. Okay, cube, first differentiate the power, you will get 3r square, again base derivative dr by dt with respect to t. Now I am substituting the given values. Here dv by dt is 1000, left hand side. Here 3 cancel, 4 pi. In place of r, I am substituting r value 7 centimeter square, dr by dt. We are going to find dr by dt. Right. Now here we got 1000 is equal to 7 7 the 49 into 4 pi into dr by dt. So dr by dt is equal to 1000 by 49 into 4 pi. Right? 4 to the 8, 4 to the 8, here 20, 4 5 the 20, 250 by 49 pi. Is the rate of change in radius. So this is the rate of change in radius, centimeter per second. Right? Now we are going to find rate of change in surface area. Rate of change in surface area. So we got dr by dt, I am writing here, dr by dt equal to 250 by 49 pi centimeter per second is rate of change in radius. Now I am going to find rate of change in surface area. We know that surface area of balloon which is in spherical shape is equal to 4 pi r square. Right? Now we are finding ds by dt. Here what are the variable? Surface area and r. So I am differentiating with respect to t again. Differentiate with respect to t on both sides. So you will get ds by dt. ds by dt is equal to 4 pi is constant, r square derivative 2r, again r derivative is dr by dt. Right? Now we are finding ds by dt. Already we got dr by dt here. You can substitute, and r is given 7. So I am substituting in this. You will get ds by dt is equal to 4 to the 8 pi into r value 7 and dr by dt value 250 by 49 pi. There 7 the 49. So ds by dt is equal to pi 800, 8 5 the 40, 0, so carry 8 to the 16 plus 4, 20, 2005 by 7, 2000, sorry, only 2000, pi cancel here, 7, 2000 by 7 centimeter square per second. This is the rate of change in surface area. Okay. So you can write therefore rate of change in radius. Therefore we can write rate of change in radius. Rate of change in radius. Radius is 250 by 49 pi centimeter per second. And rate of change in surface area of balloon is 2000 by 7 centimeter square per second. Okay. Now seventh example. The price of a product is related to the number of units is available by the equation. So this is the relation between price, where P is the price of product and X is the number of units of product. Okay. So the relation between price and number of products is given by this equation. Here P is price and X is number of units. Now what we are going to find? Find the rate at which the price is changing with respect to time. So what we are going to find the rate at which the price is changing with respect to time. Price means P. Changing with respect to time means dP by dt. We are going to find dP by dt when 90 units are available. 90 units is denoted by X, number of units denoted by X. So X is also given, X is 90, and the supply is increasing at the rate of 15 units per second. What is 15 units per second? It is increasing in number of units. So increasing, changing in units with respect to time. Week means time. So this is dx by dt and this is X, and we are going to find dP by dt. And we have the relation between price and number of units. Okay, and using this information, I am going to find dP by dt, change in price. Okay, right, given solution, given relation between price and number of units is Px equal to 3P minus 16x equal to 2, 3, 4. So from this I am taking P common here. By taking P common, you will get x plus 3. 16x I am sending at right hand side, 234 plus 16x. Okay, and here P equal to 234 plus 16x by x plus 3 by x plus 3. So I express price. Now by differentiating P with respect to T on both sides, differentiate with respect to T, you will get dP by, here both P and X are variables. So left hand side dP by dt, left hand side dP by dt. Right hand side X is variable in numerator and X is variable in denominator. So U by V formula. So how to calculate? Denominator square V square, U by V formula. How to get U by V formula? First U dash, numerator derivative. So 234 derivative 0, 16x derivative, 16x derivative dx by dt into leave the numerator, denominator express, minus leave the numerator 234 plus 16x and differentiation of denominator x plus 3. So x derivative dx by dt, 3 derivative, see, right? So here we have given that x is equal to 90 and dx by dt is 15. So I am substituting the values here. dP by dt equal to 16 into 15, x plus 3, 90 plus 3, minus 234 plus 16, 16x here, not 16, 16x. So 16x in place of 16x, I am writing 90. Now dx by dt value is 15 by 90 plus 3, 90 plus 3 whole square. Now simplify it. By simplifying this, you will get minus 0.32. After simplification of this, you will get minus 0.32. So that is the price is changing, in fact decreasing at the rate of 0.32 per unit. So price is changing, dP by dt is price is changing with respect to time. So minus indicating that price is decreasing at the rate of rupees 0.32 per week. Okay, therefore price is decreasing at the rate of rupees 0.32. per unit. Okay, per unit. Minus indicating that it is decreasing. Okay.